Good afternoon and happy Monday. I am back in Phoenix. It is the Monday after Hardrock, and my IT band really blew up on me at the end of the race in the last 12 miles. There will be a full video coming out about the whole experience, but I was able to finish just over 34 hours and some change, and had a great experience out there. Ran with my brother for, spoiler alert, the first 20 miles. And at some point, I'm gonna do a deep dive with my coach, maybe share some of those insights with you. But today is my first activity back. So we are finished on Saturday afternoon. This is Monday afternoon, and I'm gonna do a 30-minute hike. So right now I'm wearing flip-flops here at the office, trying to kind of air the feet out a little bit. They don't look too bad. They're healing up pretty good. And I was able to walk up and down the stairs without much pain. So I'm gonna go grab some shoes and show you guys the aftermath of an epic Colorado road trip. Woo. All right, let's take a look here. 30-minute hike. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna do a little hike here. It is blistering hot here in Phoenix. So I'm just gonna chit chat with you guys, catch you up on what is going on with my life this week. I had just about a week in Silverton in Colorado this year. Way too short, but such is life. So it's 106 right now. And coming up this weekend, we have our Stunner night rides and runs, Friday, Saturday, out at Usury Park in Mesa. And looking ahead to my training week, see what my coach has in store. A lot of rest days this week, you know, post 100. It's important to rest up. Now that it's not so loud, let's go ahead and take a look at my post Hardrock week of recovery, what that looks like, so that I can heal up and get started on my next training block for my next race goal. And yes, my plan is to actually train moving forward. It's gonna be great. I think I got through Hardrock mostly unscathed. Monday, I got this 30-minute walk or hike, and tomorrow is a rest day. Won't be doing any activity tomorrow. I also rested yesterday on Sunday as well, so no activities, just drove home from Colorado. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I have a 30-minute recovery bike ride. That's something that's kind of cool. So I'll grab my mountain bike and spin the legs out for about 30 minutes. Probably just cruise around the local neighborhood. May not even get on the trails. Just keep it really easy. Thursday is another day of rest. Take the day completely off. Friday will be my first run back. So I have a 20 to 30 minute easy run actually. So depending on how I feel, 20 or 30 minutes there. And then Saturday, another complete day of rest. So I'll probably do my Friday run out at Usury Park right before the bike race. And then Sunday, I've got a 30-minute easy run planned. So all in all this week, we'll have this 30-minute hike, we'll have a 30-minute bike ride, and up to an hour of easy running. So that's what my post-Hardrock training week will be looking like from my coach, James Benet. And if I can peek ahead to the next week, it looks like I have a 45-minute easy run planned, and then an hour bike ride on Tuesday with another day of rest on Wednesday. And that will put me right into Tushers. So I'm gonna be heading up to Utah for the Tushers mountain runs. it's a week from Saturday is when it starts, so we're kind of bleeding into next week at that point. We'll see. I might need to get some course marking in, so I might be having some longer hiking days. If not that, I'll probably at least be getting out some to be photographing or taking some video and sharing that experience with you guys. So I'll probably be up there for maybe 4 days, 4 to 5 days of that next week. So definitely let me know if you guys have any questions about recovery after races. I'm by all means no expert, and honestly, this is a lot better than last year. Last year I didn't have a coach yet, and I remember that I raced the Sinister 12K the week after Hardrock. Probably not the smartest move. So this is sounding a lot less stressful and a lot better to be taking that time to just let everything heal up, including my IT band, which already honestly is feeling a lot better than it was on Saturday. That's beautiful South Mountain, and this is just the Salt River. You guys have probably seen this in my videos quite a few times, but it is nice for me because it is super close to work. I am about 13 and a half minutes into my walk, so I'm kind of coming to the turnaround point here, but I'm only 0.85 from my office right now, so it's less than a half mile. I can get on some dirt. It's better than just the streets, that's for sure. I decided to go a little bit over because I wanted to hit 1 mile exactly. And this is kind of a cool spot to hit the mile at. Here we go. And didn't expect that in Phoenix, did ya? There's like just these abandoned shells here. It's kind of crazy. Oh, look at this slug. Ah! All right, that's hilarious. I'm gonna put this little guy back. This water's probably not the greatest thing to be touching. Pretty disgusting down here. Probably need to organize a cleanup. We've got a bunch of trash over there, and definitely some trash over here as well. We're gonna turn around, walk the mile back to the office. All right, I don't want to spoil the Hardrock movie video that we're gonna be putting out over the whole race, but I probably should touch on it a little bit. So I was running with some projected splits. On the fast end, it would put me at 31 hours. On the slow end, it would put me at 35 hours. And I wasn't sure exactly what was gonna happen out there. I also was hoping to stick with my brother Nick as long as I could. As you guys probably heard plenty from the pre-race videos. And we stuck to that plan initially. I couldn't find him at the exact start line, but I located him immediately. We were some of the only 2 folks walking out of town. And we stayed together more or less for the first 20 miles of the race, which would put us at the top of the pass just before you run down into Telluride. And that's where he broke away from me. So I was pushing a little bit too hard going up the Oscars Pass climb. My heart rate was pretty high, and I just had to let him go. So I stuck on the 31-hour splits. That's kind of what we were both targeting for the first half of the race. So I was pretty much right on track all the way through Animas Forks, 57 miles in. So that was going really well. For the next several splits, started spending more time at aid stations, got real sleepy right before the sun came up and right after the sun came up. So it definitely slowed me down. I kind of got into a bad funk. I couldn't really make good time or keep things moving. Even going over Handy's Peak, I was starting to slow down, feeling the altitude. And then the last 15 miles, started feeling good again, really good on the climbs. I was crushing the climbs, and then my IT band blew up. So I wasn't able to really run the downhills. I had to really baby step it and finish just over 34 hours. So stay tuned for kind of like all the behind the scenes action. But that's a quick recap of my personal race. So shout out to Nick. He beat me by a couple of hours. He was around 30 and a half and I was right at 34. So great work, Nick. And it was really nice to get it done in the other direction. All right, perfect timing, just hit that 2 mile mark. That was a successful hike. Final thing I want to say about the Hardrock 100 in this video is how about the folks at the front of the pack absolutely crushed it. We had Dakota, Killian, Francois all running together through over the first half of the race. I think Dakota made a breakaway and then got caught. Killian put 15 minutes on Francois after the last aid station, and Courtney ran away with the new course record. So all around, what an incredible year at the Hardrock 100. And thank you guys all for tuning in to this little kind of mini series about the Hardrock 100. It's been fun to share some behind the scenes footage of it. We'll probably move away from Hardrock related content, but I'd be happy to answer your guys' questions and comments. Maybe I'll do a live Q&A on this channel at some point to give you guys all a chance to ask your questions. Would love to hear your feedback about it. And yeah, from here moving forward, I'd like to continue the regular video content from just behind the scenes life to training to what races I have coming up. I do have some big plans for the next year, so stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.